face in the glass. Why do you call when you're short on cash? Can't sleep through the night. I'm losing my mind tonight. Bankrolls on the table. Watching local cable. Hating that I'm able. Hating that I'm able. Plastic smiles on Sunset Boulevard. Living fast, playing every card. Broken hearts and bitter bills. Swallowing these jagged little pills. Your messages are flooding in. Thinking that you're gonna win. I just let the rubber.
Phoenix flexing, my dog. Welcome back to Lab Session 126, episode 126. Bet with Juice. Thank you guys for tuning in. That is a banger right there. Phoenix flexing, Perps on the beat. Song's called Rubbers. We got it from our guy, our Dodger legend, Miguel Rojas. He put it on his story. That song is a banger. Go check it out and then go mix it with Hollywood from Future's new album. Telling you right now, it's a banger. If you want to be a DJ, but we got 14 games. We are back. MLB is back, and we got 14 games to load up on and do the homework. And ladies and gentlemen, the homework is done. You got Dodgers versus Yankees in the Bronx. First game up. We're staying away. You got Roki on the mound versus Garrett Cole. Roki, okay. You got a 6-5 game layoff. You know, everybody had their little vacation, their little all-star break. So, you got to be careful with your stats here. You got to be careful with your last 7 games. Anybody who's hot, anybody who's cold. I keep putting S's at everything. Anybody who's hot, anybody who's cold, you got to watch out for that kind of stuff. Stuff and, I guess, trends can change real quick after All-Star break. Guys can get extra cold. Guys can get extra hot. Stuff can flip. Teams can have a different second half than what they had, obviously, in the first half. That Pirates and Guardians game got postponed. There's a couple of games that I'm scared about that might get postponed tonight. You got the Fires in Canada, coming from Ontario, Canada, going into the East Coast. So, like I said, that Pirates-Guardians game already got postponed. I honestly don't think this Dodgers game gets played in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. I could be wrong, but I guess if they they're outside. So if they deem that it's good enough to play in, they're going to play it. Like I said, you got Roki versus Garrett Cole on the mound. We're not touching any offensive props for that game except Teoscar Hernandez on a lotto slip for home runs. But real quick, I just want to show the notebook again. First game up of the main slip, you got the Rays versus Red Sox. They're in Boston. Same thing. They played a game earlier in the morning, but with that smoke, with that bad air quality, we don't know if this game gets played, but we are going Masataka Yoshida. Masa, my guy, if you're watching, this is for you. You got Mason Englert, the Tampa Bay pitcher, versus Eduardo Rivera for the Boston Red Sox. You got Yoshida in that 5 spot. Think he gets the job done. He is 1 for 3 against Englert. If they play this game, Yoshida gets the job done. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. White Sox versus Jays in Canada, in Toronto. That stadium has a dome. That stadium has a rooftop. So, I don't know if I don't think this game gets played. I don't think a lot of these games get played tonight. But if they do, they close the dome. They close the rooftop. We're still skipping it. You got 2 good pitchers on the mound. Anthony Kay versus Spencer Miles. The only guy we have, I believe, would be Colson Montgomery for a home run. Absolute dog. Like I said, we got this little break, this little all-star break. I think Colson Montgomery and the rest of these White Sox players come firing away. Like I said, maybe this game gets played. Like I said, they close the rooftop and they play the game. Next game up, you got Rangers versus Braves. This is down south, so this game will get played tonight. You got Michael Harris, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. You got Cal Quantrill on the mound and Chris Sale for the Atlanta Braves. I think Cal gets rocked tonight. I think Michael Harris finally gets the job done for us. He is in that 4 spot. He is 2 for 6 against Cal Quantrill. I think Ozzie, Matt Olson get on base, and Michael Harris brings him in. He screwed us over the last couple times, but I think Michael gets it done for us. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, gets the job done against a pitcher in Cal Quantrill that's not great against lefties. Michael Harris, obviously a lefty, so get the job done. Marlins versus Brewers. Next game up, you got Sandy Alcantara versus Logan Henderson. We're staying away from this game. Think Sandy, he had, I was about to say that he didn't do great during the first half, but he is 10 and 5, 3.99 ERA. Gave up 13 home runs so far in the first half. He's going against a strong Brewers team. I think the Brewers kind of had a little fall off at the end going into All-Star break. So we're staying away from this. You got, like I said, Logan Henderson pitching for the Brewers. If Sandy gets locked in, which I think he does, he didn't have a great first. It's weird. The props or the stats don't tell the story of the first half. I guess he just walks people a lot, and that's what I kind of know him for as. But Brewers, I don't think, like I said, they have a little layoff. I don't think they get locked in right away. I think Sandy has a good game. Logan has a good game, so we're staying away. Could be a pitcher's duel. As well as the next game, Twins versus Cubs. You got Bailey Ober versus Colin Ray. Colin Ray for the Cubbies. We're going to stay away from that one as well. Like I said, could be a pitcher's duel. They are in Chicago. They got it at 11 total runs scored. Don't really trust that. I don't trust them at all, except for Michael Bush. Going Yabo against Mr. Bailey Ober or somebody else from that bullpen. But Michael Bush is no props against Bailey Ober. But he's batting that 3 spot. Like I said, we want him for a Yabo. But other than that, we're staying away from any other offensive props. Next game, same thing. Orioles versus Trastros. Staying away from the pitcher's duel. You got Dean Kramer versus Peter Lambert on the mound. Not going to touch it. Not going to mess with it. I don't trust either lineup. Like I said, coming back from the All-Star break, just don't trust either of these guys from any of these lineups. And I don't like the Astros. They could be cheating, so obviously we're staying away from that. Padres versus Royals, another game. You got 14, 15 games tonight, so we're staying away from a lot of them. We're being smart. You got Michael Keane versus Seth Lugo. They've been pretty shitty. They've been pretty basura all season, but you have a 7-day break. You hang out with your family. You get locked in. I think both these gentlemen have a decent game tonight. I'm not saying they have 7, 8 strikeouts each, but I think the Royals bats, I think the Padres bats are not able to lock in right away. Michael Keane, Seth Lugo, little pitcher's duel, and we're going to stay away from that. We do have, no. Excuse me. I thought we had a home run guy, but no, we don't. Next game up, you got our next gentleman finally going on the next slip or the main slip. Reds versus Rockies in Colorado. A total of 12 runs scored tonight in Colorado. You got Brady Singer versus Gabriel Hughes. We are going with Mr. TJ Rumfield. Also, that's why I was getting confused. We got Mickey Moniak going Yabo. He loves playing in Colorado, his home stadium. So we're going Mickey Moniak for the last guy on the home run slip. But for the main slip, we got TJ Rumfield batting in the 4 spot behind McCarthy, Moniak, and Goodman. This should be easy. I think Brady Singer gets rocked in Colorado tonight. I think he has he had a really, really bad first half. I think that continues. He's not a great pitcher. He should be pitching in a different league next year. I was gonna say something, but yeah, just a different league next year. He's not gonna be in the MLB. Brady Singer, I'm sorry, you've had a decent career, but I guess there's the Cubbies will sign you. The Cubs will sign you. Dome, if you're listening, the Cubs will sign him, and you'll be like, why do we sign Brady Singer? I don't know. I'm not sure. Next game up, Tigers versus Angels. I would have gone K's combined, the strikeouts combined. Troy Melton versus Reed Detmers on the mound. We are going Troy Melton, 5.5 strikeouts on the main slip against the Angels. If they have Reed Detmers, I'm sure they do for 6 or 5.5, but if they have them combined, we're going to take them combined. They don't. If for 12.5, that's 13. I didn't like it. Not my cup of tea. So we're going Troy Melton, 5.5 strikeouts against the Angels tonight in Anaheim. Next game up, you got Cardinals versus... I don't have to explain that, obviously. You saw how I just skipped over that. Angels are going to get struck out. Troy Melton might have 8 strikeouts tonight. Cardinals versus the D-Bags in Arizona tonight. You got Weatherholt. JJ Weatherholt. I believe we left you off the slip. I don't think we kept you on because I was scared. Yeah, I think we switched you out for Mr. Troy Melton. I'm sorry. I had to do it. Where is it at? Yeah. I'm sorry. Weatherholt. I couldn't trust you. And I should. I probably should. You're going against Merrill Kelly for the D-Bags. And Merrill Kelly has just been basura all... See, this is where it gets tricky. Merrill Kelly, you had 7 days off, 10 days off since your last start. You saw everybody go to the All-Star game. You're like, dude, I freaking suck. If I want a starting job next year, I got to lock in against the St. Louis Cardinals. No tarps off, tarps down. Merrill Kelly, lock in. That's why we're not going with JJ Weatherholt. Simple as that. Because he was there. JJ Weatherholt. Look at, I'll show you. Right there, I'll point to it. Weatherholt, JJ, he's on the freaking notebook. Something's telling me that Merrill Kelly gets locked in at home. He has a little bit of pride tonight, and he gets locked in. Nats versus the A's. I wanted to make a point about this. No, forget it. Nationals versus the Athletics. Cade Cavalli versus Gage Jump. Is that his last name? Gage Jump? Yeah, it's a weird last name. Gage Jump versus Cade. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Are they in Sacramento or are they in Las Vegas? They're in Sacramento. Holy crap. There can be 17 home runs hit tonight after Cade Cavalli gets out of the game because he's not giving any up. Let's see, real quick. Hold on. I looked over this game. I didn't like anything, and I still don't like anything. They're playing in Sacramento. I think Cade and Gage go back and forth. Little pitchers duel, 5-6 strikeouts each. Maybe there's a home run here and there. I can't tell you who's going to do it, though. And I'm not going to sit there and bust my brain and try to figure it out. So, skipping over that. Giants versus Mariners. Last game of the night. Last gentleman going on our main slip. Dominic Canzoni. Hey, Dominic Canzoni. Get the job done, eh? Hey, Canzoni. Peronis, fire. They used to be fire on the ship, honestly. That is the last dude. 1.5. It has a question mark. Let's see. It does have a question mark. But we got him for 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs on the Prize Pick slips. Signed off by your boy Juice. It's a long freaking notebook. A lot of freaking homework to do after a great round of golf, mind you. Had a blast today. Shot 96, 97, something like that. We're doing okay. We're figuring it out. I'm trying to break 90. That would be sick. We're getting it. Like I said, we're trying to figure it out. That was a random name. We do got Hideki Matsuyama. He had an okay round today, winning the Open. He needs to lock in and go 500 tomorrow, 600. Would be lit. just show me a bunch of random slips that I don't care about. Okay, finally. The main slip on Prize Picks. You got Masataka Yoshida, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Michael Harris, the second, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, as well as TJ Rumfield, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And then Troy Melton from the Detroit Tigers, 5.5 strikeouts against the Anaheim Angels. And Dominic Canzoni, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I believe that's Landon Roop pitching tonight. $14.69 to pay $205.66. See if we can lock that in right there. Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, that's the main slip on the channel today. And then we got the home run slips, the Yabos. Colson Montgomery to go Yabo. Michael Bush in Chicago to go Yabo. Mickey Moniak in Colorado, his favorite spot. He loves Colorado these days. He loves playing for the Rockies. $12.12 to pay $715.33. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the two main slips for the night. Those are the guys. I do want to show off the last one, a little lotto slip. Teoscar Hernandez, Carter Jansen, JJ Weatherholt, $6 to pay $1,096.32. There's one thing I did good today. I finally did my math right. I said the freaking numbers. I said my numbers good. That doesn't make sense. That was so... Mookie, reassure me. Are we going to hit a bet tonight? It's Friday night. Are we going to get the job done? Are the Dodgers going to get a dub in the Bronx? Are you going to... I think Mookie goes Yabo tonight. Just a little side bet. This guy got it done for us in 2020. Look at him. He's a dog. He's a Dodger legend. What? Oh, he just said we are going to hit the main slip on Prize Picks and the home run slip with freaking Colson, Michael Bush, and Mickey Moniak. He said, yeah, Juice, we're going to do it. We're going to get the job done. Ladies and gentlemen, Miller Lite, cheers. Miller Lite, respond to your boy, hit me back up. Let's collaborate. Come on, let's get the job done. Dodge game, Yankees game just started. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tapping in, watching Lab Session 126, episode 126, Bet with Juice. Let's have a damn weekend. Let's hit some damn bets. Let's get the job done. Peace.